welcome back to the Massachusetts State Map video series. This is number 8, the last video in the series, so we should be finishing up today. Alright, let's look at the map so far. It's coming along quite nice. If you notice, in the last video we labeled all the counties, and when I was proofreading it I found a couple of spelling errors that I made, so I'm going to correct those right now. Worcester County, I left the Y off the end there. Okay, so that's fixed. And also, I noticed I misspelled Barnstable County, so I left out an N. So I'm just gonna. That's why it's good to do it in pencil. It makes it easy to fix your spelling errors. Here we go, Barnstable. Excellent. Okay, so if you find any spelling errors, just correct those. And we said in this video we're going to concentrate a little bit on the decoration of the map. And you notice we have a mascot for our map of the month. We call him Professor Earthworm, and earthworms come in all sizes and colors, and you can color your map you can make Professor Earthworm any color you like. You can even make them multicolored if you want. I'm going to just color him orange, I think, and that'll be a nice decoration for your map. Okay. Color his cap in there. All right, so there's a nice little decoration. Now, all states have state symbols too. So I found a few state symbols that might be fun to add to your map. Most states have a state bird or a state flower, state tree, state animal, even food, sometimes a state food. Okay, in Rhode Island, I think ours is calamari. Okay, but Massachusetts has a state bird called a Blackcapped Chickadee, and I think I'm going to try to draw that on the map. It's a simple bird to draw. I just had to figure out a good place to put it. Maybe down at the bottom here. Let me see if I can sketch it in. No, maybe I'll put it a little bit more at the top here. This looks like a good open space. Okay, so it's a simple bird. Here's the wing. They call it black cap because it has here's the eye, kind of a black cap at the top. Here's the tail. Here's the wing. Got another little black marking right here. I'll make some the legs for the bird right there. Okay, and I'll take my black and I'll just kind of color in that. Make a few little bit of marks on the tail, and that was pretty easy. Just do your best with that bird, and we'll call it we'll even label it Black Capped Chickadee. That's kind of fun to add to your map. We also have the state tree of Massachusetts, which happens to be the American elm, which is it's kind of a fun tree to draw. This is a nice open area over here. Let's kind of sketch it in right here. It has kind of upright branches. And the leaves are kind of oval shape. You can kind of just sketch that in like that. Okay, I'll use a light brown for the trunk. And some of the branches, and you can color the leaves in green. Like I said, that's called the American elm, which has been experiencing some diseases lately, and sometimes they're hard to find this tree because healthy ones anyway, because sometimes they've been suffering from a elm disease. You can do a little bit of research on that. Talk about it in class with your teacher. Okay, that's an American elm. And the state flower is a Mayflower. So maybe we could put that up here. That's kind of looks like this. It's got some petals like this. Very easy to draw. I'll do a couple. And I think it's got kind of a pinkish color. You can use like a pink or red orange. This really adds some nice decoration to your map with some state symbols. In fact, here's a book that I found that has a lot of symbols relating to Massachusetts basketball, which is first originated Springfield, Mass. Basketball Hall of Fame, birthplace of basketball. Cranberry bogs are big in Massachusetts. Here's the Plymouth Plantation, Williamstown Theater. It's a nice little map with a lot of little decorative. Here's a whale, probably for New Bedford. Okay, so yeah, so do a little research, and you can add some more sketches to your map. Let me just write the name of that flower, Mayflower. Now another thing you can do is you can color in your border. You see how it's a black and white border going around now, but if you want to add a little color to that, you can kind of mix it up a little bit with whatever colors you like to use for that. Maybe if you want to make a pattern, you could do that. It'd be kind of fun. Yellow, green, orange. Okay, so that's a great way to decorate your map a little bit. Oh, and you can see I colored in the compass rose too. That adds a great decoration to the map. And feel free to, like once you're ready to start adding a little color, I think we can, I'm pretty happy with the location of this, these letters. So I'm going to go over the county names. You can do that too. All of the names of the counties we talked about, highlighting them with a yellow. That really makes the names of the counties pop. Okay, so there's one last thing I want to say is you can really add a lot of other additional details to your map too if you have access to an atlas. This is an atlas I have that shows Massachusetts with a lot of detail. So you could really go in there and pick out different little details. One thing I added was kind of fun to add. It's the Cape Cod National Seashore. I noticed right along the edge of that peninsula right there. So I shaded it in brown, and I'm going to label it Cape Cod National, I'll abbreviate National Seashore. All right. Another thing I noticed was this being the Bay State, I wanted to find a couple more bays, and this was an easy one to label here. This is called Plymouth Bay. So you can find a little additional details that make your map even more informative. All right. Well, I want to end it there, and I just want to thank you for all your hard work. You've done a great job, and hopefully you and your classmates will have learned a lot more about Massachusetts, and now you'll be experts on your home state. Okay, well, thanks so much. Bye now.